Hello, everyone. I'm glad to see y'all here. Let's see who we've got in here so far. We've got Joe Jacobson. Hello, hello. And we've got Peaceful Des. Hello, Des. How are you? And we've got Entertainment and More by DJ. All right. Starting out good tonight, guys. Starting out good. Boy, we have had a thunderstorm come through. I was afraid that our power might go off, and I guess it still could, but I can hear the thunder still going on out there. So, anyway, let's see. I am now close to 100 followers on this channel now. Okay. Entertainment and More with DJ. We'll have to check you out, DJ. In fact, I'm going to write that down because I don't remember whether I did last time or not when I said I was going to. What did I do with my pen? Excuse me. There it is. My maniacal self. Homesteading Outlaws. Hello, guys. Well, it's good to see y'all all in here so far. Gosh, I have to write that down because I won't remember it. Anyway, so we're working on the channel until further notice. Okay, well, good for you. And Homesteading Outlaws, how are you guys? It is good to see you. We, I didn't realize that you all had 3 channels out there. So you have one for your daughter and one for your wife, or the girls together. So that is pretty cool. I didn't realize that. I'll have to check them out and subscribe to all the other 2 because I don't think I'm subscribed but to one. I don't think I'm subscribed to Alley Cat. I'm not sure. I'll have to check that one out too. Anyway, let's see. This is his second channel, DJ said. Okay. All right. Cool. Well, we are just getting started here tonight, guys. My little puppy dog's plunking them little toenails on her way in here to see if I left her anything to eat. And yeah, it's over there, but she's picky. She might come back and look at me like, what the heck is this? But that's okay. She'll eventually eat it or have to do without because it's all I got to give her tonight. Oh, Lordy. Okay, DJ, are you the same DJ that's gardening and outdoors or whatever? If so, let me know because I didn't know this was your second channel. If not, tell me what your second channel, your other channel's name is. And this is his only channel, and he needs to create more content. Oh, me too, Joe. I know exactly how you feel. It's been raining so much here and so muddy that I have just not gotten out there. I did get out the other day and did a little video of trying to check up on all the critters, but I don't know how it's going to come out because I did it with a camera that I have, a little video camera that the last time I used it, it did not focus well at a distance. So I'm going to see how it turned out. And if it didn't turn out good, I'll just throw it out or delete it and do something else. But anyhow, I've got to get some more content out there. I've got a couple of craft projects that I need to get started with. I've just been lazy. I don't know what it is, y'all. I just haven't had the gumption to get up and do anything. Yep, it is Travels and Gardening with D. That's what I thought. Okay. That's great. Okay, I thought so. DJ, I thought that was it. Okay, guys, I am dropped down. I'm now 26 subscribers away from my goal of 1,000 for this. I was hoping to get it by the end of the month, but the way it's looking now, it doesn't look like we're going to get it. We got 2 days left, y'all. So if you could help me out, just don't know what's happening. You know, they're dropping off every so often. I don't know if it's just I haven't put out any decent content lately or if it's YouTube going in and kicking out old people that are not really watching my channel. I don't know. Anyway, but I'm glad to see y'all in here. There's Cora Phelps. Hello, Cora. How are you? And there's Javita. Hello, Javita. Yes, y'all. We're working on it, and I let all of y'all, I asked for prayers for my friend Vicky. Well, now I need prayers for her husband because she passed away Tuesday right after my live on Monday. So, but I hate it and it tears me up, but at least she's not suffering anymore because she was in terrible, terrible pain. And the doctors just were not giving her the stuff that she needed to be completely out of pain. So I don't know why, I don't know. But anyway, so let's see. Said yesterday I was at 45 followers and now you're at 71. Well, good for you. Good for you. Cool. Yeah, I hate that. I really did. We went to her services yesterday. And poor old Max, I've called him Mr. Max. He and I rode horses together forever. And I introduced him to Vicky, in fact, and they ended up getting together. He is 96 years old, guys. And still getting around. He's not using no walker or nothing, so he's getting around good for his age. He rode horses up until he was about 93 or 94 years old. And then he got bit by a brown recluse spider of all things, and it set up a staph infection in his leg. And he got really sick, and he has just had health problems ever since then. You know how that goes. And Vicky was real worried that, something was going to happen to him. And then here she come up and got cancer. So anyway, it's just really sad. There's Heartland HQ, guys. And that little kitty cat is so cute, y'all. I don't know if he's a new cat on your program. He looks like a kitten or younger cat anyway. But yeah, he's cute. So we have just been, it's just one thing after another. It always is, I guess, but that's the way it goes in life. You can't have everything you want. But I know my friend Vicky was a wonderful lady, and I know that she'll be waiting for us, all of us, and hopefully we'll all make it through those gates one day, pearly gates. So that's all I can say about that. But let's don't get started too much. I'll be a boohoo. And I was talking to Max yesterday, bless his heart, and he told me, he says, shh, shh. I said, what? He says, don't mention her name. If you do, I'll start crying. I said, honey, I will too. So anyway, it's just a sad thing, And he is one of those people that is very family oriented. And their family, they have a huge, huge family, guys. And they still get together for everybody's birthdays, every Christmas, every holiday. This family is, like your old families used to be. And I guess when all of the old families, the older ones in the families die off, they'll probably stop doing that. But it's really sad. Rachel's mama and the rest of the family, Sandy passed away on Sunday. Oh, that is so terrible. I hate that. I figured it must be pretty darn bad for them to be there and not doing a live again, So anyway, I really hate that. And let's all send as many prayers as we can for them also, because I know they have all been suffering. Just to sit there and be helpless. There's nothing you can do about it, and that they're suffering or they're not, that's not how it should be. Y'all, hold on a minute. I hate to do this, but I got to answer it. It's my daughter. Hello? Hello? Yeah. Oh, I'm doing my live. What's wrong? Okay, I love you too, honey. Are you all right? Okay, I was just checking. I love you too. Bye. She forgot it was live. Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. But when it's my kids, I have to answer because we don't know. We're not constantly under each other, so we don't know what's going on. My youngest daughter, one of their friends, committed suicide. And it's terrible to think about, but the families, they're going to come up this weekend for that. And it's terrible to think about that your children, there's something could be going on that you don't know about. to where they would do something that drastic, you know. And life is depressing at times, guys, but you know, life will go on and it will get better. So don't do that. There's Rainy Ridge. Hey, Tina, I'm assuming. Yep. But anyway, y'all all know my little dog Rosie. Well, Rosie has been sick. You know, I've been giving her medication now for a while. Well, tomorrow she is having surgery. She has 2 kidney stones that she cannot pass. And we tried the medication and tried dissolving them and that kind of thing, but it just is not the medication that they had. The company that was making it stopped making the medication, and it was going to take like 3 months of giving her medication for a maybe that they would dissolve enough that she could pass them, a maybe. So I said, well, you know, let's just bite the bullet and spend the $900 or $1,000 and get the kidney stones out, and then we'll worry about some urinary special medication or something for her. Anyway, yeah, just poor little Rosie, poor little thing. I know I've had kidney stones too, and thank God I passed mine, but I can imagine what it feels like, because you had to feel like you got to pee every minute, and the poor thing has been squatting every 30 minutes, and she even got to where she was tinkling in the house, which is terrible. So we would had to do something. I was putting diapers on her there for a while when she was in the house, and so I just finally called the vet and said, no, let's just get it over with. I can't stand to see her suffering. Well, we'll do something. I'll come up with the money. That's the way it goes, you know, just come scrounge it up somehow, put it on the charge card, pay it off, some this month, some next month, whatever. But it's what you have to do, you know. They're your kids too. Let's see. Yes, Avita says, y'all check out Rainy Ridge. That's right. Tina and Eric have a cool channel, y'all. Do check it out if you have not. But we have been trying our best here to get things going. So Rosie's got to be at the vet's office tomorrow at 8 o'clock, between 8 and 8:30. And then they said about 2:30 they would let me know if she was going to be able to come home from the hospital tomorrow, or if I had to keep her overnight. But you know, that's just part of it, I guess. Whatever the expense is, you got to deal with it. So y'all keep her in your thoughts. I mean, she's a little heathen, but we all love her. And guys, we are just fiddling around here, and I was wondering, have you guys ever had elderberry syrup? Because I cut a bunch of elderberry blooms or seeds, whatever, berries, at a friend's home. Those little tiny suckers. These are the wild elderberries. So they're a lot small, well, half the size of the tame ones, you know, that they have out, that they've gotten to be bigger and bigger. And then by the time you dry them, they're just really something. So we've got them all dried, and I was thinking about maybe doing an elderberry syrup recipe and doing a little video on that. What do y'all think about that? Yes, I think the stones are right there at the end of her urethra, where the urethra tube comes into the kidney. So yeah, it is right there on one side. So that's a good thing. Hopefully she won't lose that kidney. They'll be able to repair it, he said. And I did make sure that the old vet that I've used forever is going to do the surgery, and not these new folks that are in there and don't seem to care. And elderberry syrup is as good as raspberry. I don't know. I remember it when I was a kid, but it has been so many years that I know it's good for you. Especially, you know, I make mine with honey too, add honey to it. So I am hoping that it will come out good. Hello, Wheat. I was just telling them that we're going to have Rosie's going to have surgery tomorrow for those kidney stones. So y'all keep her in your thoughts while we're at it. Anyway, but yeah, I think we're going to try the elderberry syrup one day soon, and I'll see what we can do about a video on that. I know with my grandmother made it, she always used 2 cups of the elderberries. Now I had 3 pans of the elderberries spread out, but now 2 cups of the dried elderberries would be a heap of elderberries. So I'm gonna try to break it down and use maybe a half a cup or a cup of the. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look because it has been so many years. Joe Jacobson said he had it at a pancake house or a Waffle House. I've never had it at a Waffle House. Now they may have it at a pancake house though. And yeah, it's sad, but we had to do something. And my friend Vicky, we lost her. I think I had already told you that though, but when I talked to you the other day. But yeah, it's a sad situation all the way around. Poor little thing. I didn't want to spend the money, but you know how it is. I just can't stand to see her still sitting there suffering. And so I told Joey, I said, by the time we spend the money on the maybe might possibly shrink them, it'd be about $480 for just the special food. And there's a chance he wouldn't do anything. And then we'd have to wait 3 months for that. And she's going to suffer the whole time. I said, I just can't have her suffer that long. We're just going to go ahead and bite the bullet and do it. And you know how that goes. So that's what we're going to do, guys. It has been raining around here. I've got a lot of my loose baby chicks. They're a pretty good size now. So they're going in with the bigger chicks in the pens now. And one escaped today. So she's still running around out there. Actually, I've got just 2 that are running around outside now. We had about 7 or 8. Now, the new ones that had hatched out, the mamas had hatched out, that I never had got my hands on. And so yeah, it's interesting, guys. It really is. Everything that's going on on the farm and this land and everything else. But yeah, we've been piddling around here and trying to get things done, and so wait just a second, Joey. Call Tanya. See if she's all right. She called me, and I told her I was doing my live, and anyway. But yeah, we just got a lot going on, and that's just the way it is. It's just, but everybody has something going on. But the weather was horrific. The wind was blowing like crazy here, and I told Joey, I said, go look at the TV and see if they've got any warnings out for severe weather or tornadoes or anything, because we've had them around here lately, and we don't need any more of those things coming around. And Rainey says they are having under a heat advisory again. Yeah, they said today that, we've been under a little bit of a drop in temperature. It might have been 5 or 6 degrees cooler here the last few days. And they told me just, I guess, yesterday, whatever, we saw it on the news that the temperature is going back up Thursday and Friday. No, that's okay. Joey's going to call and check on her. I heard her on the phone a while ago, and I think maybe her and her boyfriend might have had a spat. But anyhow, you know how that goes. So that's why I got him to call her and check on her. Flomax and let the stones pass early. Oh, dang. Well, that's at least they passed, I guess. Thank God for that, huh? Yeah, they can give you medication, but just for dogs, and she doesn't even weigh 5 pounds, y'all. So, and I just couldn't handle it, guys, and I know it's got to be rough or she wouldn't be running around like she does. I mean, she'll be in a full run and stop and try to tinkle, and you'll see her straining, and there's really nothing coming out. I've even put down, like pads and stuff to see, and if she gets anything out, it ain't even the size of a quarter at times. And then at other times, she'll go ahead and tinkle like normal, like she should. So anyway, she had an infection there to start with, and she was actually passing blood in her urine, but we got the infection cleared up because we had to get it cleared up either way. So, but y'all, homesteading outlaw said it was about 100 there today. Well, Lord God, I know y'all have electricity now at your home place, and I know you're glad of that, because holy cow, whew. I'm telling you, I am too old and don't breathe good enough to be out there in this heat right now. That's why I said I really haven't gotten much out lately, because I can't get outside, and I've been kind of down and out about that. And then, I've got these projects that I could start with the crafts, but then when I get all my craft stuff out and then the weather's good, I want to go outside. So you know how that goes. And there's Butler Family Farm. Hello. Yeah, Jerry, how are you? And sun's down, it's still 89. Well, it just come that turd floater, I call it, flood out there for a few minutes, and all that wind and all. So I'm sure the temperature has dropped some out there here. But we have gotten that rain just every single day. And as soon as that rain dries up, it comes out there just hotter than Hades all over again, and it makes it that much more sticky. I don't know about there where y'all are, but that's the way it is here. And yeah, we're doing pretty good, Jerry. We're doing pretty good. Glad you dropped in. It was good to see you. Yeah, we were just talking about the critters and everything around here. Really hated about Robertson's Bellyacres, Rachel's sister, but it's better than suffering, I guess. What can I say? Said the same thing about my friend, so I know how she feels. And she was stage 4, ate up with the cancer in her brain and bone and lungs and liver. I mean, her whole body that was covered. So I know how Rachel must feel, and it, being her sister, it may even be closer, But anyway, guys, we are trying to get some things done. Joey did get out and do some pruning on some trees that had to be done around here today. Even though we didn't do anything before lunch today, we were lazy this morning. Then we went and ate, and I come home for bed, laid down, took a nap, which is, I hadn't done that in a long time, but I've just been kind of blawed out here lately. So I guess maybe I'll feel better. Maybe I'll sleep better tonight. I don't know. But yeah, we've been working around here, and Joey's been getting the grass cut. And I told him, I said, if you cut any grass, make sure you cut up around the original chicken pen. I said, because this thing got high and I'm getting my feet wet, my ankles, getting those little seed things from the grass when I walk out there. It looks like I got little bug bites all over me, or little fleas or something all over me from those seeds. And he laughed. He said, I know, I cut it. And he said, the next day it didn't even look like it had been cut. I said, well, with all this grass we've been getting and all the manure and stuff from the animals around here, that's no wonder all our pastures are just unreal. They're grown so fast. We just bush hogged about less than 2 months ago in the back, and it's already waist high again back there. So we're probably going to end up having to bush hog it again probably need to bush hog it again right now. But anyway, it's not going to get bush hogged again, guys. I talked about sleepy, and here I go yawning. Yeah. Yes, I'm the same way, Joe. I worry about the critters. I guess the critters are what keeps me going around here. So anyway, and my poor old garden just looks pitiful. My cucumbers are doing good. They're growing like crazy from all this rain that I just put out. And my tomatoes, They're still just little tiny tomatoes. I guess it's the last of the season. I don't know. I thought about clipping some of the limbs off of the tomatoes and rooting them and just starting some more. I don't know. Have you guys ever done that? I've seen it that you can do it, but now whether it works like they claim it does, I don't know. But I did have some beautiful tomatoes earlier in the season, and I guess I gave too many away because I got tired of canning. So now I've got these little bitty ones, but I can't complain. We got plenty of food out of the garden so far this year. Whew, gosh, guys. You give me a drink of water, maybe I'll get going again. Anyway, there's Sheila Tubbs. Hello, Sheila. Oh, I hate you've been sick today, girl. Hope you get to feeling better. Swallow a big swig of tea here, guys. Maybe it'll wake me up. I know why I'm yawning like crazy now, but anyway, yeah, we just got a lot of stuff that needs to be done, and we're just not doing it. Like we hadn't took the pool all the way down yet, guys, and I wanted to finish getting it down, but now we've got to run the hose back in there and drain it from all this rain again. And it's so darn muddy that if I get out there, I've got to wear my muck boots or my knee-high boots because it's kind of like in a hole there, and it just is, you're just soggy muddy. It's just terrible. So, but that's the way it goes, I guess. Oh, and my kids tell me that they may end up having to move somewhere. Looks like they may be going back to Ohio, but not sure. So we will have to see. There's a good chance if he doesn't go to Ohio that Chris will have to go to Korea. And I know they hate that because Brandy and them won't go there. It'll be for a year, a full year, no breaks in between. So I hate that. He's had to do that once before for a year. And it's rough on the kids. Dang. Darn, y'all. So let's talk about something funny so I can get woke up. It looks like I'm getting sleepy here. But anyhow, yeah, so if dang, Alley Cat, is that your daughter's channel? Let me know if that's her channel. I believe that's her channel. I wish I had the schooling that the kids get now, because back when I was in school, you just had those old manual typewriters and they weren't the automatic ones. They had like 3 automatic ones in the whole class, and we all fought to get the automatic ones. So, and you had to, your fingers were tough back then when you typed on them old typewriters. Yep, she is your daughter. Okay, I thought so. Yeah, I was on their channel. I think it was was it yesterday that I was on your channel and won the wireless microphone, I think. And let's talk about Kamala Harris. Ain't that the truth? Good God. That's all we need. These people, I don't know if you guys saw it, but I did repost it. All the people that are saying vote for Kamala Harris because she's a woman are the ones that don't know what a real woman is. And that's awful. I shouldn't even say that, but it just strikes me. There's a Grandiose 44. Hello, I have not heard from you in a while. How are you doing, honey? I hope you're feeling much better. I know you were having some major issues also. I have not heard from you in a while, so I don't know. But yeah, I don't know what's going on with our political system, but I know we need a major overhaul on the whole thing, guys. It is just really, really sad, and we are an embarrassment. Really and truly, we should be embarrassed by what's going on in our government. To other countries are looking at it and laughing at us. And, politics, blood-sucking bugs. Yeah, that's about the truth. That would probably be the the description in the darn dictionary. It will be if things keep going like they are anyway. Oh yeah, it's really sad. Yeah, and everybody needs to get out and vote, regardless of who you want to vote for. And if I'm making fun of the party that you want to vote for, don't let me discourage you, because everybody, that's our God-given right. That's what we voted for in this country. And, we're losing so many of our rights that we voted for as it is, that they're trying to take them away from us anyway. And look like they're doing a pretty darn good job of it right now. There's Chrissy Betts. Oh, yes, that's right. That's right. All the fighting within, it sure does. It shows everybody the weaknesses that we have. And it is embarrassing. Other countries, especially Germany, are laughing at us. We know people that live over there, and they just think it is hilarious that the almighty USA has got such an idiot for a president, and that they're allowing it. So it's really sad, guys. It really is. Oh, have you guys had any inkling or heard anything about how they're wanting to do a major cut in any of our retirement? If you have any kind of a retirement IRAs or 401ks or any of that kind of stuff, I keep hearing it. And I asked the lady at the bank, and she said, oh, rumors are rumors, that there's certain banks are going to come down. But you know how it is. There's Darren. Hello, Darren. How are you? Good to see you. Yeah, so it does. It makes you nervous, especially with all the other crap that's going on in this country. And, they've been talking for, it's in the Bible, that they're going to try to put that mark of the beast on us. And it could very well be that we all end up with one currency. And, they try to make us all have a little plastic card or some little chip in us. You just never know. It's scary. All of my ancestors and my son have fought for this country, and it's embarrassing and pisses me off. I know exactly how you feel, girl. It is embarrassing to me also. And they just keep replaying it and replaying it and replaying it for everybody out there to see. And we all see it. I mean, surely there's nobody out there that can deny that our president is senile. I mean, I don't see how anyone could deny that. And the system is trying to make him look like he's not. And that's the sad part. Anyway, I watched playing the other day, and Putin said he would seriously consider a ceasefire if Trump called for one. Now, if he were president, he'd call for one. So that tells me that Putin has a good idea of what could happen if we had a decent president in here, in our country. But let me get off of this political stuff, because I'm liable to say something that'll get me in trouble on here. And you know how that goes. But anyway, that's exactly right. People, I get at least one or two emails, and I've gotten one lately. Then I think it was Amazon that came up with. Now this one was from PayPal, and it said that I had to charge of $390 something, and that I needed to approve it and to call this number, and it was supposed to be a PayPal number. Well, I checked into it, and of course it was not PayPal. It was one of them scams trying to get you to give them your information so that they could take your money. But, people are just so, they don't check into it. And, we as elderly in general, be included, I'm 65, you used to could take that kind of stuff as fact, that if it's written down and it's typed in and it's a company, that it's probably real. But, that's one thing that I ask other YouTubers about how do you know when these people that contact you and want you to do things for them are real? How do you know that, whatever? And they said, you just have to be real careful and make sure you check every word and make sure those words are spelled right and all kinds of stuff. And it's sad. Yes, it is very sad. Yes, I agree. And that was with it. And then I had received a notice from Amazon, and it was saying basically the exact same thing, that hackers are coming in and trying to steal your money. not necessarily hackers, but people trying to scam you out of your money. They are telling you you're getting some fraudulent charges or coming up with some charges that aren't necessary. And they'll tell you that this is being charged to your account, or that's being charged, or you made this purchase. And then you contact them with the number that they sent you. And then you're wondering if that's, what's going on. And yeah, it is. It's really sad. To check on me about bit the dust and couldn't breathe. God is so good. Yes, he is. He is very good, y'all. I agree. And, I am just so proud that he did. That's what I prayed, dear God, please, if he can overcome this cancer, if it's not your will, to at least not let her lay here and suffer, and this to go on and on and on. And bam, it was over. And thank God for that, because if she'd have went on more, I mean, it was like less than a month, from the time she found out that she had the cancer, she was gone. So, he is good to give her that time, I guess, to get her things in order. And the sad part is neither of her children even showed up for the funeral, for the services or anything, and one of them just lives within driving distance, in Tennessee. So, it's a sad, sad, sad situation. No matter what kind of bad feelings you have, she's your mother. She brought you into this world, no matter what grievances or whatever you may have had, she gave you life, Good Lord, I just can't understand it. But anyway, with the breathing treatments, I was able to stop that ambulance run. Well, thank God for that. Yeah, those breathing treatments, I've had pneumonia, and that for several years, I would get pneumonia every year between Thanksgiving and New Year's, and most of the time it was right around Christmas, and I'd end up being in the darn hospital at Christmas time. And so that was really bad, guys. I really was. But this lupus and everything else, it just lowers your immune system. And it's sad how that your body can break down on you. I have a very good friend, my husband's a very good friend. He's in his 50s, early 50s, and he has been just run down, and finally kept going to the doctor, kept going for this and that, and they finally figured out that his blood platelets were killing him. And so now he's having to go every 2 weeks and let them take out his, I guess, white blood count or red blood count, whatever, is so high that they're actually having to filter his blood and put those platelets back in, guys. It's just sad, that stuff like, at least they're smart enough that they figured out that that's what could be. And I'd heard of that before, but you just don't think of people like that. Let's see. My oldest daughter has a handicapped husband, paralyzed from the neck down, and she does everything for him, and it's hard for her to come. Well, I understand that, hon. I really do. Anytime you've got somebody that you have got to look after that much, it's got to be terrible. I had a good friend. He passed away this year. No. Yeah, this year. And in fact, he was in March. And he had dove off a bridge when he was 18 in high school. Dove off of a bridge, and it paralyzed him from the neck down. And he had just a little bit of movement in one arm, and that was it. His parents, his mom and sisters and all fed him, changed him, did everything for him. And he was, in his 50s when he passed away. So he lived a long time like that. But it's really sad. And then his niece, his sister's daughter, got in a car accident and ended up paralyzed from the waist down. So you just never know. And both of them have passed this year. It's really sad. I have known people with that blood order. Yeah, it's a weird thing, you know, because he was healthy as a horse and he had a motorcycle accident. Well, a lady pulled out at a red light and she ran the red light and ran over him, broke both of his legs, skinned him just from head to toe, broke both of his legs. And you know, his body and motorcycle were up underneath that car and he was screaming, of course. She wouldn't even get out of the car, and then she told the police officer that he ran into her. So, you know, just happened. There were witnesses there, thank God, that stuck around and told what really happened. Thank God for that. I've had 2.5 years of bronchitis and pneumonia, and then they found out that I had malignant metastatic melanoma wrapped around my right lung and several other places. Well, bless your heart, didn't you have, were taking treatments for that, weren't you, the last time you were on here? And you were being really, really sick, or it seems like the last time you were here. You might have been here a time or two since then, but I remember you talking about that, and you were super sick from it. And yeah, cancer is terrible. She said the cancer itself was taken out in 2010, so it's still been affecting your lungs all this time. You know, I had a friend that had the radiation treatments, and it burned through her and damaged her spine, and she lost, she was paralyzed from it. And that's terrible. It was in her, it burned through her. They were treating her for malignancy, and it burned through where they were shooting it in. I don't know exactly how that happens, guys, but it burned through and damaged some of the nerve endings and all in her spine. So yeah, it's a really bad. That's terrible. But anyway, all right. Still taking the chemo pills. Well, guys, that's the way it goes. Well, I hope that at least you are getting better and they've gotten your lungs straightened out. So maybe you can at least get up and get around a little bit better now. But will the insurance give you one of those small oxygen things that'll create its own oxygen so you don't have to carry around those big old huge tanks? You know, I told my husband, if I ever get to where I can't breathe and they have to put me on oxygen, I'm coming up with the money for that if I have to sell something. I'm not going to drag around them great old big tanks everywhere I go. So anyway, well, we'll get off of this, the sad subject of everybody having bad health, guys. We have been trying to get, oh, my little quail guys, they are doing so good. They just growing, and I put me some, I don't know if you watched that little video that I put out where we put a new top on the pen that I put the quail in. And those little suckers are pooping up a storm, and it's dropping right in those little blue tubs that I put underneath it. So that was good. That was one thing that's one thing that is taking care or doing, you know, things helping out around here. So then that way I can take it out to the edge of the woods or whatever and hose it out and put it back under there, and you won't have the big mess and the smell and the bugs and the, you know, all right there at the barn. You know, not that we don't have other smells there at the barn. Chicken poop, bird poop is real strong, you know, and you can't just use it like it is on your gardens and stuff too. You got to let it break down. So, she does have a concentrate. Well, that's good. Anyway. Oh, that's terrible. Havita, I know how that feels. So being paralyzed has got to be a terrible thing. You know, I can understand why these people get so depressed that they feel like their life should end. But you got to look at the other people around you. It's just not you that's going to suffer if you do something drastic like suicide. It's everybody around you that's going to suffer, that's going to feel like maybe I should have seen it or whatever. She says she wishes she had some rabbit poo for her tomatoes. Well, you know, sheep and goat poop works just as good as the rabbit poop, and it won't burn your garden up like horse manure or whatever, or pig or whatever, chicken stuff. So that's something to think about too, if you know anybody that has those things. And yeah, I put it in my raised beds, you know, what I get in out of the barn there, and it's dirt and my mostly sheep poo and dirt, and I'll scrape it up and put it in the wheelbarrow and take it down. And then in the fall, I put it in my gardens. And then in the spring, you know, I just kind of stir it in there good and till the ground over, and then I plant my garden. And I had no problem. Maybe that's why my tomatoes and squash and I was so prolific this year. I don't know. And Jason went in to just have a cyst removed. Doctor slipped. Oh no! Bless your heart. Mm, mm. I'm assuming that's your daughter's husband. But yeah, we have been trying to get things going around here. You know, it's a lot harder to sit here and talk when it's just you and you ain't got somebody else on here with you. Trying to get the conversation, keep the conversation going and keep things on a even kilt and moving along at and interesting. You know, that's one thing I've noticed with like Robertson's Belly Acres and David. He has his nephew come in, and you know, just most of the channels have more than one person on their videos, and that helps too with actually videoing, because it is hard to stop in the middle of a video and you have to stop and remove the camera and then edit out that part. You know, it is a lot of editing that if you've got somebody there that can do some videoing for you, it helps a lot with the thing. Poor Joey, his hands shake. You know, he's got that old age shake or whatever it is, and so he can't hold the camera for me. So that's just, he might as well not be here. And because we tried that, and the videos were like, bless his heart. Mm-hmm. Yeah, my pastures are growing so fast that I'm gonna have to get out there, I guess, and do another ton of bush hogging. This backfield, I finally got my mulberry bush planted, and got lots of stakes up around it to keep Joey from cutting it down out there. So hopefully he'll see it. I told him, I said, we need to get out there, weed it around it, because the grass is getting so darn high now that it's grass is growing so quick with all this rain, guys, that it is coming up, and it is up to halfway of those stakes already. So I'm probably gonna have to get the weed eater and whack around where I've got my stakes up, so he'll know where I planted that tree, because it's not but about 2.5, 3 foot tall right now. But anyway, hopefully it'll get going. And I went and got me some good soil, and I'm going to be putting some poop in there and some just a mixed combination of stuff, and planting some of my plants in their bigger pots so that they can get a better, you know, they're kind of root bound now. So I've got to transplant some of that stuff. Anyway, but guys, we have been on here almost 50 minutes. I cannot believe it is going fast. Yes, Joe, you're right. There are so many people that are sick nowadays that you just don't realize how fast, you know, what cancer and other illnesses can do to your body. But yeah, for all the people that have been talked about in this video and mentioned, please, y'all pray for these people. We've had a bunch of rain in Southwest Tennessee, and it's turned off hot and dry now. Well, we got rain earlier today, and then we had this just a sprinkle earlier today about lunchtime, and then we had this down deluge or whatever that came down just a little while ago, about 30 or 40 minutes before I started this live. And I thought, well, we may not be able to do a live. We're liable to lose our internet, but so far it's done real good. And I could always send some rain to northwest central Oklahoma. Extreme drought. Well, I wish I could. 105 degrees. Whew. I know how that goes. You cannot breathe when it's 105 degrees outside. And it has been awfully hot and humid down there. I can imagine. I really can. Oh gosh, we haven't. I haven't even looked at. I seen Jared's little dog with his little wheelchair. That was so cute, guys. If you've not seen that, it's worth going in just to watch that little dog run around with his wheelchair. And so there's another time again. Says we've had storms tonight. Oh, so okay, you guys are having storms there. Well, yeah, it has been really rough here. The wind was blowing like crazy there for a little while. That's why my daughter lives in a double wide. And a lot of times when the weather gets bad, she'll come up here. So that might have been, that's what I was afraid of, that she might have been, uh, either arguing with her boyfriend or else, the weather, she might have wanted to come up here. But I guess not, because I don't hear Joey still talking to her anyway. But guys, uh, we have been trying our best to get things going around here. We have got to get more stuff done because I am getting behind on stuff. And I don't know about you guys, all those having the fires. I guess I don't know about fires. What are you talking about? I haven't heard about fires today, guys. Maybe that's something else. I haven't even looked at the news the last 2 nights, so I don't have a clue what you're talking about, but okay. Heartland HQ says good night to everyone and blessings for everybody and prayers. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. We have been struggling around here trying to get things done with all this mud and weather. Joey got stuck, got the tractor in a bind on one of those really steep, rutted out areas that's not real big. California and Canada. Okay, I haven't even been watching it, and Joey hadn't mentioned it. He usually talks about stuff like that. But California, I just don't understand why they don't do controlled burns, because they could avoid so much if they just would. That would help them so much. I know they're all into the natural, whatever, everything, and you have to have certain areas like that. But they could do control burns and burn this area and then come in and burn from this side. That way the critters could move, grow back out, and there would be things for them. It's just unbelievable how bad it gets out there. But anyway, that's my thoughts on that. And wow. Anyway, Rainy Ridge says y'all have a good week. Share me out. Let's hit that 1,000 subscribers this week. Thank you so much, Tina. I appreciate that. Yeah, I really would like to get to my 1,000 subscribers, guys. That would sure make me feel better. But I'm gonna hang in here no matter what. And hopefully, if this heat ever breaks any around here and the rain, I'll be able to get out and do some more actual dealing videos. So if not, I guess like I said, I'll start doing some crafts here, because I've got to do something to get it out, guys, because it's depressing not to be able to get anything done. You just sitting around here thinking, I need to be cleaning this house, but I don't clean house either. So I'm not in the mood to do much of nothing with the weather like it is. Anyway, Avita said it was 100 degrees and it felt like 109 and 87% humidity. Holy cow. I know you guys just walk out the door and you're dripping. So anyway, guys, we are 5 minutes out. I wanted to let y'all know, please think about yourselves. Think about your family. Talk to those that you haven't talked to in a while. There's just so much young people, especially this day and time, that are allowing themselves to become so depressed that they just end their lives. It's so sad. This young man that committed suicide here this week. My youngest daughter's son, he was in his 30s, 30 years old, and there's so many in their 20s that just up and end it, and they don't realize what they're doing to the people around them. It's sad to think about, and I know it has got to be terrible on the family, on everybody that has to come in and go through and wonder, what could I have done differently? Maybe I should have tried this, or I should have tried that. But, you just try to get in touch with your families, talk to them, see what's going on in their lives, even if they're not being receptive to your calls and your things, at least make those calls, because at least they'll feel like, well, somebody wants to talk, even if it's bad, they're at least calling me, and yeah, it is hard. Yes, it is. And GJ said he's so close to having 100 followers on his second channel, guys. So if you've not checked out his second channel, Entertainment and More with DJ, go over and check it out. And there's Gillum Farms popped in. Hello, guys. How are y'all? I'm glad to see you. And those pictures of y'all out there at the that y'all shared were really good. I really like that one with the presidential heads in the background. She got in just the right position to get that picture. And 35,000 acres so far. Wow, that must be one heck of a fire. Dang, guys. It's hard to believe, but anyway. Guys, but like I always say, be nice to people that are being mean to you, because we don't know what's going on in their lives, whether they've got a family member that's sick, or they're having problems medically or financially. I know the one time that I just really showed my tail and should not have was when my father-in-law was dying, and it wasn't the people's fault. They just were messing up. Maybe their intercoms wouldn't work, and I was in a hurry trying to get to the hospital, and I just really went off on those ladies at the drive-through. And afterwards, I felt so bad. I went back and apologized to them, but it was too late then. I done showed my tail big time, and felt really bad about it. But so we don't know what's going on with people. We don't know how these people, you don't know. And so when people are being really crappy to you, y'all, let's try our best to be nice to them, because even if they're being really hateful, just say, I'm sorry you're having a bad day. I hope your day's better. And I always try to be pleasant when I go through the line. I always try to say, you guys, I hope you have a good day. Or even if it's just little something like, oh, you look pretty today, or I like the way you got your hair fixed, or just whatever. And I will keep you updated on I will keep you updated on how Rosie does. Hopefully she'll be coming home tomorrow from her little surgery. Hopefully nothing will go wrong, and she'll end up coming home and being fine. If not, maybe she'll come home the next morning anyway. So anyway, guys, I am going to get out of here. It is almost time for us to get out. I love each and every one of y'all, and I'm so happy that y'all came in. And if you have not, please hit that like button on your way out, because it'll help me out. And like I say, if you have not subscribed, please do so also, because I'm trying my best to get those last little 25 or so subscribers so that I can get monetized. So guys, until then, until later, y'all all have a good night. We will see y'all next week, and maybe I'll get another video out before then, something decent we'll get out that people want to look at. Bye-bye. It didn't go off, did it? Bye, guys.